Hello everyone, happy Sunday. Today is 8th of February 2026 and this particular video will be solely based upon my experiences of getting selected as a TGT Social Science and TGT English in Kendriya Vidyalaya as a contractual faculty. So, I have divided this video in two major portions. In the first part, we will discuss about the notification month and the eligibility criteria. In the second part, I will share my experiences with you. So, let's get started. Talking about the notification part, number one, the advertisements are out typically from mid February to the start of the March. Point number two, process. How do they select candidates? So it is a direct recruitment which requires a walk in interview following with the document verification on the same day at the specific KV locations, which generally happens before your interview. Now, talking about the reporting time, it generally lies from place to place. Talking about me, my reporting time was between 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. and they are very rigid about it. If you have arrived there after 10 a.m., they won't accept your application form. Talking about the final part, that is selection procedure. After getting your document verification done, you will be given a token number. Of course, the candidate who had arrived first will be first to go in the interviewing room. So, there is a panel. It consists of 3 to 4 members, depending upon, again, the school. It basically focuses upon your subject knowledge, your personality, how you handle a classroom, and following with the real life classroom questions like what will you do if that happens, what will be your reaction if a student says something like that to you, or how will you handle if the syllabus won't be completed on time, etc. etc. All these situations are based upon your real life experiences and your practical knowledge. Now the question arises, who all will be there in your panel? So the KVS website already mentions the panel made for TGT, PGT, PRT, or any other recruitment. During my interview, there were a total of 4 members. One was the subject expert, second is the principal, third is the person who is the principal or the subject expert from another KV, and fourth one is another the subject teacher or the PGT, etc. Talking about the final declaration of results, after 3 to 4 days of your interview, the school will upload a PDF format of the selected candidates in the decreasing order of their score. Now the question arises, will they call you? Is it a final selection? So no, it's not a final selection. Your requirement to the premises is solely based upon the number of vacancies and the requirement of the faculty. Now let's jump on to the next part. Talking about my experience, I had been selected as a TGT Social Science as well as TGT English in multiple Kendriya Vidyalayas. So there are a total of 7 KVs in the city which I live in. I had appeared in 3 of them and got selected at a total of 4 posts, 3 for the TGT Social Science and 1 for the post of TGT English. Now, I will divide my time in 2 portions. First, I will talk about what is expected from you if you are appearing for TGT English and what is expected from you if you are appearing for the post of TGT Social Science. So, let's get started. First, if you are appearing for the post of TGT English, it is expected from you that you have a general basic knowledge up to the graduation part. Second, your classroom knowledge, how you handle the classroom, your situational awareness, your practical knowledge about the students, their psychology. Third, how you teach on board. Are you able to write proper words? Do you know how to explain a concept? Or are you just cramming things up without understanding the context? So the questions that were being asked to me were, first one, the spellings. Do I know the spellings of certain words that lies between moderate to hard categories? Second is the writer's name. Do I know the name of the writers who wrote any kind of famous poem or any kind of tale, fable, book, etc. Third thing, the grammar rules. Do I know what kind of subject verb agreement will be there in a particular sentence? Do I know what kind of interjection I have to use, what kind of conjunction I have to use, the parts of speech specifically? Fourth is the basic grammar keywords. It is expected from a candidate that he or she knows about gerund or the total parts of speech, how to define them, difference between adjective, adverb, how to use them in a sentence to tell a difference between two particular parts of speech, whether any kind of underlined words is noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, what kind of word is that? And the final thing is how you present things on a board. They will give you a certain topics, and before that they will ask you what kind of topic would you like to explain on the board for us. If you are not able to answer, they will give a topic to you. For example, they have given you a topic, homonyms. So you have to explain the homonyms. You have to write a proper heading, the date, and the title, whatever is required on the blackboard. You already know about it. I'm not going in the detail. How do you present? Are the students sitting in your classroom able to see the board, or are you just covering up? Now the question arises, how many minutes or hours the interview will last? So totally depends upon the panel and of course your responses as well. How you respond to the questions, how you attend them, how is your eye contact, and rest of the things. Coming to the second portion, that is what is expected from a candidate who is going to appear for a TGT social science. So there are multiple factors, innumerable factors that I won't be able to list all of them here. So basically, first is of course your, again, classroom observation. How you handle a classroom, how you handle students, specifically how you handle teenagers, because teenagers these days are, they have like mood swings like anything. They will behave with you, they won't behave with you, they will speak with you happily, they will get mad at you. How will you handle these kind of situations? Second is your, again, subject knowledge. Do you have a knowledge of practical things going on around you? Do you have the knowledge of current affairs, or do you have the knowledge of the countries or their capitals or their at least geographical locations? Fourth thing is the chronological order of the events that happened in history. Whether was it, they will give you a certain 3 to 4 events that were happened in history, Rowlatt Act, thereafter Champaran movement, and they will tell you to arrange all these incidents in a chronological order. Fifth thing, they will ask you your favorite subject so that they can dive in into that particular subject to frame questions for you. Lastly, let's talk about the dressing sense. What kind of clothes you are expected to wear, or what kind of clothes you should wear to any kind of interview or to a formal meeting. Now, first is, if you are a woman, wear something traditional, sober, which looks decent. Talking about footwear, wear something which is closed to, either it's belly or a formal shoe, or it can be anything. Lastly, let's talk about how to prepare for it. First is getting your subject knowledge strong, which is really, 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 really important, and of course a mandatory task to do. Now it is expected of course from you that if you're applying for a TGT post, then of course you at least know the NCRT books and the graduation knowledge. Or if you're appearing for a subject like social science, then of course the current affairs are expected from you, what's going on around you, and the geographical locations, or how the time changes when we go from east to west or from west to east. It doesn't take much. It takes you around 6 to 7 months to prepare for your subject, to go through the NCRT, the examples. So, with all of this, let's end this video. And if you are one of those who want an experience in a really reputed organization, go for it, appear for it, prepare for it, and all the best.